Hi, I'm Mike McCormick here live at GBTA Studios in Toronto, and I'm here with Sherry Saunders from Carlson Wagonlit Travel. Sherry, welcome back.
Thanks,
Good to see you again. So, given your role as CWT, talk to me about what are some of the key factors you're seeing today with your clients and your client relationships.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of changes. Really, the shift that the old TMC model, we were focused predominantly on travel managers, right? And looking at the corporation and the spend of the corporation. And not to say that's not still important. Of course, it's very important. But it's how do we now focus on the travelers, right? The actual constituents of the service, and really make a balanced customer experience or traveler experience in addition to the job that we really have for the corporation. And that's a delicate balance, right? Between making a traveler happy, but also making the corporation happy.
Yeah, you see the factors, like you said, on the traveler side, it's all about the consumerization of the business travel experience, which we talk about a lot. And then you're right up, but on the buyer side, that role is changing and changing pretty rapidly. I mean, now, when we look within GBTA, over 65% of the people in our buyer category don't have travel in their title anymore. And so it's, like you said, it's everybody coming from a procurement background, HR background, or they've got travel as part of what they're responsible for, but not solely.
Correct.
Not like you said, not that the core has gone away, but the growth is coming in all different ways.
And in those situations, I think what we're finding is our role as the TMC community becomes even more important, to support travel managers who, again, to your point, may not be dedicated travel managers, in fact, often are not. And so how do we help manage what they have to manage in the spend component, but then balance that with creating a positive experience for their travelers?
And to your point about, on one hand, it's more challenging, but on the other hand, it makes it even more invaluable.
Absolutely.
Because you need to be the continuity for them.
Correct.
Throughout.
Yep, that's right.
So here in Canada specifically, what are some of the top trends you see, like with the industry and business travel?
Yeah, I mean, you said the word digitization, right? I mean, Canada or global, it's really part of, how can we bring a digital experience to a corporation, right? So how do we bring digital opportunities through data, specific data to customers right now, corporations, but then we make that digital experience at the mobile or the desktop or on the road become more impactful and more important for travelers. And so I would say that's geographically boundless, right? It doesn't necessarily just have to be Canada. That is the most critical component. I think what we're also trying to do, and what we hear a lot in Canada, not to say we don't hear it in other parts of the globe, but it's that balance of service as well. So as we are spending, the industry, we heard this morning, the industry is spending a lot of time on digitization and the digital economy, but how do we make sure we don't lose that service component in the process?
Yeah, not necessarily replacement, but more as enablers, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Enhance the experience,
That's right.
how to
Exactly.
enhance the relationship between you and your customers, right?
In Canada, I think we continue to hear a lot of corporations in Canada are part of larger global entities, right? Or they are based here, but they're globalizing their organizations. And so, I think, again, for Canadians, it's how do we play in the global stage, in the global market? And that's a lot of what we're spending time talking to Canadian companies about, is either their role in their global company or how they globalize a Canadian company. And that's an important piece of what they're trying to do.
Right. And so for CWT, anything coming? What's ahead? What are the priorities this year?
Well, CWT, so we have, I'll say, a new CEO. He's 2 years into his infrastructure with us. CWT has a whole strategy called the CWT 3.0 strategy, but it's really around the concept of taking a consumer approach to the business, whether that be for the traveler or for the corporation. How do we deliver our products seamlessly across many platforms, any platform that you may want to deal with us, and really deliver a consumer experience while we create positive momentum in the data side of the house. So there's a lot going on. It's similar, to I think what we're hearing the industry go through, but we're spending a lot of time in innovation. So CWT has also partnered with an organization called Plug and Play out of Silicon Valley. So we are part of the travel incubator down there, working with a lot of the new entrants that are coming into the space. And so that's an important piece for us as we believe that we're going to take a leadership edge there.
Well, in the earlier you're working with them to figure out
Correct.
how to basically adapt and work
Correct.
and integrate into the existing infrastructure.
That's right, absolutely.
We have a history as an industry of not doing all that so well.
No,
right? Yeah.
we follow up consumer products and try and
Right.
make a consumer product a corporate product, and so this allows us the opportunity to find some of these great entrants that are coming
Right.
into the space that have a tendency to enter the travel space in more of a leisure mindset
Right.
first, and so we're trying to catch that exactly as you said before it's become entrenched in a consumer space.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you for your insights. Thanks
Great to
for
see
coming
you.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks for allowing us to join you.
Sherry Saunders from CWT, and I'm Mike McCormick from GBTA Studios, live here in Toronto.